So here we are in the backyard, and wanted to go ahead and show you some of these giant radishes that are coming. Kind of planted them pretty tight in here. Let's see if I can't find you one. These are pretty big. They're almost like softball size, but they're getting there. Like this one here, I don't know if you can see that, but that's like almost, that can definitely fit in your palm right there. It's supposed to be pretty big, like size of your head. But I got them mixed in here. Can't wait. Like, there's another one in there. You can barely see them on camera here. I don't want to break off the foliage, but they're in here thick. I will be making another video once I come over and harvest them. I got some bok choy mixed in here as well, but they're coming. I got some radishes all over the place over here. This is the backyard. It is Friday. Happy Friday. It is Fruit Flex Friday. Look at that mulch right there. It's a lot of work. I got to sit there and spread that out. But real quick, this is right at the end of the septic system, and this moringa is going nuts. I mean, it's flowering and putting out pods. So I will be growing these seeds as well, and they will be available later on in the year. But this is awesome stuff. I mean, this is the tree of life for a reason. Still flowering. Come here. Let's see. Still flowering, still setting off more pods, and so far so good. I'll more than likely trim it if we do get a freeze, but yeah, that'll be later on. So I got this 2 loads of mulch I gotta go ahead and spread out. There's no, oh yeah, I got a papaya over here. The trailer would be full of plants right now for tomorrow, but the market is closed. Farmers market is closed tomorrow, due to we're getting a storm rolling in the AM. So I think they're saying 40-mile-an-hour winds. So they went ahead and canceled it. This one's almost ready here. But I just got some more potting soil in yesterday. Done. Over here, let me show you what we're working inside the greenhouses here. Put the bananas in finally. They're starting to turn a little yellow. Got a bunch of pink lemonade blueberries. Just got these in. Real pink blueberries. Pink and like yellowish. Supposedly tastes like lemonade. I haven't had them yet. Waiting on those. A bunch of different miscellaneous herbs. Italian oregano. Got a bunch of catnip in as well, which I've never tried, but supposedly they're for cats. Here's some of my seedling potatoes that I harvested. Sweet potatoes that I harvested from out in the back over there. These aren't looking the greatest, so I'll more than likely just use them for seeds. Although the folks have been eating some of these because some of them are still good. But for the most part, yeah, seed potatoes now. Pink Princess, got some mangoes in here hanging out, staying warm. CAC, garden tours, 5 cents. Thanks, Mr. Pender. It'll be up here. It'll be up soon. But yeah, come on over, send me a nickel, and I'll show you what it is that I'm working with over here. Peppers, and I got some Swiss chard in as well. They're bright lights, so different colors. Cold hardy, easy to grow. A bunch of longevity spinach still. Truly tiny bananas here. It's the world's smallest fruiting banana. They're like 4 foot tall, max size, and 3 foot fruit. Or sorry, that's a huge banana. 3-inch fruit. So they're the smallest. They're yay big, and they actually will fruit in a pot. So it is very interesting. Those are really cool. Not many places around here carry them. Over here, we still got a hog plum. Took a little bit of wind damage, so went ahead and trimmed off the top. Got some citrus, king mandarin, blood orange, peach that, as you can see, is dormant. It's kind of relaxing, and it should be coming out here with some new growth here shortly. Can't really sell it without any leaves. I doubt a lot of people would dig that. Kind of like the persimmon. Someone asked me about the persimmon, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Pink pomelo, which is one of my faves. I can't believe it's still sitting here. A bunch of Okinawa spinach down over here that I'm keeping in the shade because I'm noticing that the sun will go ahead and yellow out the leaves a little bit. it's not as dark and vibrant as it is whenever it's in the shade. Like, it's a big difference. Like, you'll see these dark purples here once the sun is off them, and that just brings out all the antioxidants. But beautiful stuff. Oh, the Miwa kumquat here. Still waiting for one of these little guys to go ahead and ripen up. It's taking its sweet time, but this thing is loaded down, and I guess nobody wants to go ahead and risk it. You know, I'm asking 55 bucks for it, which is a steal. It's ready to go. I mean, come on. But I figured, you know what, if they don't want it, it's mine. It is, everything happens for a reason. I got a bunch of mojitos here still, Barbados cherries, Aunt Lily's. That's looking good. Good stuff. Come over and eat some. I mean, cool variegation, cool leaves on there. Easy stuff to grow. Good for wraps. Got some avocados still. I have sold most of them, but you'll still have some cold hardy avocados. Some are flowering. I got a Mexicola Grande right here that's flowering pretty good. And this Poncho's flowering right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yep, it's starting to go off. So all these avocados over here are starting to show out. Gotta love those. So got a few more, not in a rush though. They will fit in the greenhouse. One more June plum for the moment. I will be getting some more, but they are moving. People love them over here. I just had a customer take one up to Gainesville, which I don't know how that's gonna do, but we'll find out. So this is the persimmon here, as another one that's kind of dormant, no leaves whatsoever. So it will be a minute before that actually moves as well. Got some cassava or yucca. Got some cuttings from a friend and went ahead and propagated out a bunch of them. So that should be fine. Blackberries and blueberries over here. Went ahead and pulled them out because they can take the cold. Doesn't matter. Got some more pallets in. Bunch of Christmas trees I got to go ahead and burn. Maybe tonight, maybe next week. It all depends. But that's where all the magic happens. And then a couple of the flowering joints. The palm. I mean, that variegated coxcomb in the inside the palm is just awesome. Look at that one there. Very cool. So both of my tents were basically destroyed. I had them tied up here. I forgot to mention it the last video. They were tied up here and they both flew up over this, my neighbor's fence, and trashed them. So I was able to kind of salvage this one and the top here. So was able to go ahead and hang on to it. Inside the other greenhouse, Ro, she's security over here. So I pulled in the worm bin just because I figured it was a little bit too cold for outside. But those are rocking and rolling. DE, or diatomaceous earth. It's basically what I use for ants here. But good stuff. All the vegetables and all the matter from inside, I bring it out here and put it in the worms. In turn, they give me some good juice. So this is double containers, drill holes around it, and then I take the juice and dilute that and put that on the wonderful trees out here, and they love it. They really do love it. And almost ready. We're getting there. Bryce's World's Best Mulberry. Pretty sweet. It's pretty good. Bunch of little starts in here. Mangoes and mulberries are still coming along. I will be doing another video once I go ahead and take off the plastic here to find out if there's roots for the strawberry tree. I got 2 of them over here that I air layered about 2.5 months ago. Supposedly it's 3 months until it's actually ready, but I may take a peek. More catnip, Rollinia's in here hanging out. A Malika mango that's still for sale that will be flowering here shortly. I don't know why it's still here. It's a beautiful mango, perfect size. First one with 70 hits me up. It's all yours. I got some Grumi Chamas in here, looking good. They're still pushing out growth. Some more starts, more Italian oregano. Got some figs and whatnot. And because of the storm later on today, or tomorrow morning, I am going to be taking off the top of this one. This is a Amazon greenhouse, and honestly, it is the cheapest one that I've bought. I thought that I was buying this one whenever I bought this one first, and then I thought I was buying this one or the same one, and so I went out and bought this one for, it was like $10 less. I was like, hey, it's the same one, right? No, there's only one door on this one, and these poles are flimsy, real bad. So it is cheaply made. It's only lasted me a year, and it's gone to crap. Even the top is all ripped up and crap. So I have to make like a makeshift door to go ahead and close that. But this one's still a workhorse. This one is good. It's got like actual decent metal posts. Doesn't really move around too much. Seems to be holding up pretty good. But those two are 10 by 20s, and they weren't enough. So I was like, well, let me go ahead and make something for my stuff, because that's all for the nursery, right? So I was like, well, what can I make for me? And I'm looking kind of scarce right now, just because I moved a lot of this stuff. A lot of these had mango seedlings on them. Those are all in the greenhouse, and I'll show you here in a sec. But everything's looking kind of skimpy, just because, besides this, just because I'm waiting for the first freeze of the year. Don't really know what's going to happen yet. But so far so good. We haven't had anything too crazy. I think the lowest has been like 39. This is all pandan in here, and Costa Rican guava, also known as CAS, C-A-S. Hard to find, but we did actually have one flowering here in the back. But I guess it was the first time flowering, so it didn't actually hold. Moved all the mangoes that were in here into the greenhouse. So the new house, the new greenhouse is just finished. Hey, and the winds are they're gonna test it, okay? So I went ahead and slapped this thing together last week, and so far so good. I am no carpenter. I'm not a professional. I just went to Home Depot and grabbed some materials and came home and started going at it. So was able to protect them. I'm able to protect my mangoes and some other tropicals in here, but I am checking to make sure that there's flowers, or seeing some new growth in there. This is the Maria mango. Super excited to go ahead and have some flowers setting on this. I don't know if you can see that. That's a little bit rough there, but I'm getting a little bit of new growth on the top. I'm hoping that those are flowers. I am really praying that those are flowers, because I am stoked to go ahead and taste this one again. And as you can see, the graft is right there. I grafted that about 2.5 years ago, maybe, right whenever we got here. So the graft is still holding. I got a bunch of my seedlings in here. This is a Fairchild mango, which I haven't tasted yet. And hopefully that'll be flowers there. Hopefully that'll be flowers. So I will be tasting that one. If so, which I've been told that it has a spicy flavor and it's pretty good. I got the M4 in here, coconut flavored. Oh, we're getting some action on the top there. I just saw you. So I'm hoping that will kick off some flowers here. It is a late season mango, but it is a coconut flavored mango. If you never had coconut flavored in a mango, then ooh, you better ask somebody, because I'm telling you, this stuff is what made me go ahead and start this whole entire business. I had this one, the Maria, back at the other house, and once I tasted this one, I was like, wait a minute, this actually exists. So went out, and that was the gateway drug. Now all these are seedlings in here, and I will be making new varieties out of these. For instance, over here I got a lemon zest seedling that we're gonna grow it out. I may graft onto it just to piggyback onto something else, just so that way I'm not waiting 7 to 10 years for, fruit that could be the greatest or could be not so much. So I will be piggybacking, basically grafting onto the side and trying to find out if I can, this one I cut. So instead of cutting the actual seedling, I'll leave it intact, and I will find out what it tastes like, fruit both sides of it. Because the graft will start producing within 3 years, seedling 7 to 10 years. So it all depends. But there's another one. This is, this one's orange sherbet, and this one's lemon meringue. Oh, yeah, lemon meringue. That's a really good one. In here, we also got some June plums that are almost ready. That one's starting to turn yellow. And this is an awesome fruit. I mean, if you've never had one of these, it kind of has like a pineapple, like a sweet, kind of sour, tropical flavor. And the leaves are also edible. You can eat all the leaves on here. And the leaves kind of taste like the fruit whenever it's green. Once it's ripe, it's totally different. It brings out a lot of the sugars. But it is a cool fruit. And as you can see, they are stacked in here. If I would have known, what I would have done is I would have put all my mangoes on the outside, but I kind of tucked them in there first as like, hey, that's the ones that I wanted to protect the most, so I threw them way in the back, but now I can't see them. I got a rosy gold back in there that's flowering. And also have, for the first time, I got, check this out. Where's she at? Right there. I don't know if you can see that. I got Venus flower in there, which I haven't had yet, but supposedly it's a large mango that has like some marbling, kind of looks like the planet. I don't know, but I still got more room in here. I got more room to go ahead and pack them in here pretty good, and that I will be doing. So all this room in here as it sits, if everything else is full over there, then I'll start bringing them in here. But we still got some time here. Hopefully we don't get a freeze, you know, but it is one of those things that, hey, you don't know, but you gotta work with what you got. And Mother Nature is always gonna win. It doesn't matter what we do, Mother Nature always wins. But back here in the food forest, let me show you what else is cooking. Man, these winds are kicking right now. So Okinawa spinach is going to flower right now, which are pretty cool blooms. They're like yellow, orange, and such. The butterflies like them. This is totally different. Once it's in the ground, I guess it keeps its color, but in pots it just dries out. But that's what the Okinawa is doing at the moment. And I don't know if you can eat the flowers. I'm guessing just because you can eat the leaves, but I'm gonna have to look that one up. Don't take my word on it. This is the red lime. They are almost ready to be picked. I got a couple in here that could be, and I may come back and grab one of those and cut one open, but it's just an orange lime. It is pretty acidic, and flavors, I'm sure it's good for limeade or something. I would treat it more like a calamundan, you know, put it on fish or ceviche or something like that. But yeah, those should be ready here shortly. Citrus takes a minute. And then back over here, Mexican sunflowers are already done blooming. Those are done for the moment. Jabo's still looking good. Oh, what else is blooming? Baldo. Baldo's shooting off some nice purple blooms in here. Very, very cool. It's good for, they say for like a cleanse, liver and kidney and whatnot, but definitely do your homework prior to ingesting anything. It's right next to this white mulberry, which is not looking the greatest, but you know, mulberries at this time of year, they will go to sleep as well. But it says white, but technically it has like a little bit of purple or pink to it. Huang Tung is still going. Huang Tung star fruit, for the ones that, or carambola, depends on where you're from. Should be a C on there. Carambola, Huang Tung. And these are the larger star fruit. Not as sweet as the carry. Not as sweet, and I will grow them and I'll have them and I accept them, but they're not a carry. Carries are the jam for me. Shangri-La mulberry, another one that lost a lot of its leaves over here, except for these larger ones. But this is the time of year. Things aren't going to look the greatest. I'll take this though over a freeze. No offense to the peeps up there, anywhere north from here. I got a pink pomelo in the ground for myself with the black, sooty mold. I got to come over here and wash off all the leaves because I can tell that it's starting to stay on there a little bit more. A little soap and a little elbow grease. But in here, I got a bunch of kohlrabi working, some yacon, and I don't know what these guys are. If anyone else knows, I maybe planted a seed, but I don't remember what this foliage is like. I don't know if something blew in the seed and now it's starting, but I'm like, well, let's rock it and see what happens. But I also got some radishes mixed in here. Family's a big radish family, so pickling them is amazing. I got like kale coming up, dinosaur kale, peppers in here that are chilling. Got the katuk still working. Avocado in here. I went ahead and doctored it up, put in some more compost in here, and then threw in some tatsoi, which I haven't had yet. I've seen some good pictures of it whenever it's mature, and it looks pretty good. Mixed in with some more radish in here, which are, let's see, it's pretty small, but I'll leave it. It is kind of leggy though. That's not too bad. I'll come back and grab this, but it's not the biggest one. Those other ones up front, they're giants, they're huge. I can't wait for those. Kohlrabi, I threw in a bunch of scarlet kale back in here as well. In a few weeks, this will look real busy and get going. Plantain's leaning a little bit. Don't know what that's gonna do this year, but it's got pups, so we'll be fine as long as I can protect it. Those are pretty hard to find. Back over here in this back box, more tatsoi, jimsai. Went ahead and just got that in. Got some little starts in here. Grew those from seed. Black radish is also in. Wasabi arugula, red beauty radish, more dinosaur kale. I did some Swiss chard in the back that should be coming up. I got this purple of Sicily going to seed, but it's too nice for me to cut it. I know it's taking some nutrients out of the soil, but it's too nice. And if it's gonna go to seed, you know, and it's gonna drop all these seeds everywhere, you know, I can come back and harvest them later on. Like, why not? That's free. I'll take it. This is another good example. I mean, could be a little bit bigger, but we'll take them. Beautiful purple cauliflower here. Haven't even eaten it. It usually goes to seed in no time. Back in here, I haven't spent too much time, but the Kerry star fruits, these are the ones, I'm telling you. If you don't have a Kerry, what are you doing? I mean, so juicy, so sweet. I mean, once these guys get yellow, just let them sit on the tree ripen them, and nothing like the store. And I saw star fruit at the store, about this size right here. Maybe 4.5 inches, $2 a piece. I mean, this thing is bogged down. Look at this cluster right here. I mean, this thing may have, I don't know, 80 fruits on it, 75 fruits. It's because they're green, so they kind of blend in, but they're everywhere. I mean, loaded up, and still kicking. But Kerry star fruit, super sweet. It will change your mind of eating star fruits from the store. That one's getting there, starting to turn. You will not eat them from the store anymore. You'll boycott them, unless you have no other option. I get it. Santol, which is a mangosteen. In the mangosteen family, it actually froze back down to the nubs last year and came back. I ain't covering it this year. If I paid like $50 for this tree, and if it doesn't do anything, then see you later. But I'm not gonna take it out, cover it, nothing. It's gonna take it or not. These are all the casas in a row over here, lined up. Over here, Russell avocado that's been small all year. It took the winter last year and it got punished, man. I mean, it's growing. It's showing new starts coming. I mean, leaves are pushing. Everything is pushing out of there. Sorry for the shadows, but it's looking good. It's just about a foot tall. And then threw in a bunch of seed over here, bunch of new stuff. It's all going to be sprouting together, and I just throw it all in there. You know, do I label every single seed? No, because I don't know. I mean, what's the germination rate? Let's find out. So I'll throw in some starts, and then I'll throw in some seeds, and you can always thin them out later on. Back in here, graceful bamboo. I put it over here, but I don't know. I may move that later on. I would love it over here along the fence line, but I'm in a predicament where I want the windbreak coming over the fence, because it's beautiful skies back in here. This is the sunset from the back porch. We get amazing sunsets back over here, and I'm kind of torn on growing bamboo, like clumping bamboo. As a windbreak, it'd be awesome all the way down there, but it's going to be growing 25, 35 feet. So it's going to block out a lot of the view of the sun, and man, that's just so nice. Sit out back porch, you know, cold drink in your hand and hanging out. It's nothing like it, but you do need a windbreak. Valencia Pride is looking good. This is the only mango out of all of them that made it. Took a big hit and came back, and ooh, look at that trunk. The thing is gnarly, split, but still going, still ticking. Hopefully it'll give us something. All this is longevity spinach, y'all. Get you some longevity spinach. It grows super fast, super wide. I mean, all that in there, longevity. All this in here, longevity. I mean, this thing takes up room, and it's a savings account, y'all. You know, pick what you want, dehydrate what you want. It will just run. I mean, salads for days, juices. This is all kind of letting this grow. I'm not chopping too much just because this time of year I want to give these guys some protection, but pigeon peas are flowering and setting pods. It's flowering pretty good, and I'm just growing these, well, not only for food, because yeah, gandulas are great. It's kind of tedious to get every single pod, you know, to get all the little beans out of there, but it is a nitrogen fixer, so I just threw seeds everywhere. And you can actually eat these green, like in a raw state, when they're young, or you can dry them out and mix them in there with your rice. But it's good stuff. Pollinators liking them, doing work. Everybody's working here. Never a dull moment. Gotta work in this life. So this one's already took the lean over there. Testing out these new mango seedlings. Find out if they're gonna make it this year. Oh, I got a couple more blooms here. Kind of ratty, but not too bad. Got a red pomelo that I dropped into the ground the other day. Looks like it may need a little bit of water here. I think I skipped on the irrigation over here. I didn't tap into the line, although I do have lines running all the way down both sides. And soon enough this year, in the springtime, there'll be a third line coming through here and going all the way down. So they will be 10 feet apart, and I'll just go ahead and cram stuff in there, kind of like these. It's good for insulation. It's good for the roots. I mean, everything needs a friend, right? So grow better, you grow bigger when you got that one doesn't have too many pods, but you get bigger, you have company, you know, you're happier. This cranberry hibiscus is going nuts. It is everywhere, which is fine. I don't mind it. It's food. Can't have too much food, can you? When you got friends and family to feed, you can never have too much. So sugar apples are still holding on. They're getting a little crispy, but they're hanging on still. It's not too bad. Nothing on the dwarf Thai mulberry. Nothing so far. All these leaves are hanging in there. Like, unlike the other ones, they are changing colors, but for the most part, most of the foliage is still here. A couple blueberries that are still working. Mexican sunflower. Oh, I got this one right here. Dwarf Thai. Dwarf Hawaiian. Carambola or star fruit here. I don't know the max size on this guy. Let's see. It just says dwarf Hawaiian. All right, we'll have to look that one up. Yeah, I don't know the mature size on this, but these are pretty good. And I can't remember what they taste like. I will be, I'll update you to let you know what they taste like. So you got some more Okinawa spinach flowering everywhere. And I guess all these are going to turn into seed and scatter everywhere. So I'll more than likely always have that, which, why not? Sign me up. It's my favorite spinach. Got another star fruit here. which is a Sri Kembangan, right? Yep, Sri Kembangan, and no fruits on it. And that one is a good variety, but it seems a little bit drier. And supposedly it's as sweet as Kerry, but I haven't seen that in my work. A little bit drier, so it's not, that juice factor isn't there. Purple asparagus growing through here as well. I don't know if I have any early shoots to show you, but you gotta wait a few years to eat that. No new shoots on that, but still pushing. Supposedly it'll always come back. Oh, check this one out. Chief Kubo's Seaside Salad, edible leaves, edible flowers. And as you can see, it's starting to push right there. Some flowers, and let's see, is this one open? Can you see that? Yeah. I'll come back. And that's about 8 feet tall. About 8 feet tall. So this thing is pretty tall and lanky, and it's edible. You can eat this, make a salad out of it. What's it taste like? Meh, whatever you want it to. Like balsamic, ranch, Thousand Island, it don't matter. It's just a green leafy vegetable that, hey, you can make a salad out of. And no, it's not weed, y'all. That ain't weed. I ain't doing that out here. I'm by the books. So that's what's growing on out here for the moment. I will be trimming all this. Most of this will come over here and get a haircut later on. But yeah, we're still rocking and rolling. Still no freezes, so I'm really stoked about that. So today I am open. If you are looking to get something, by all means, come on by. If you're in the neighborhood, open till 6 today, 5:30-ish. But yeah, come on by, stop by, say hey, and we'll go from there. But y'all have a great weekend. Stay gold, pony boy, and keep doing your thing. Keep growing, sowing, keep the hope alive. We ain't done yet. Right, Ro? Till next time, y'all. Peace.